here we are again. Here we are again, boys. Here we are again. Here we are again. So, what are we going to talk about this time, baby? What are we going to talk about this time? Also, guys, as we keep doing these, as I keep on, as the time just slowly ticks away, and we reach that hour mark. So, if y'all hear me stuttering, and if y'all hear me tripping over my words at any point in this stream, I've got a speech impediment. I stutter over my words. I have a speech impediment, so that's why I stutter and I trip over my words sometimes. Well, not sometimes, all the time. Anyway, that's why it happens. So, let's get to it. What are we going to talk about, baby? What are we going to talk about? I don't know. Baby. I don't know. Because really, I have no plan going into these. These are just chaotic and I hope fun and I hope engaging. But I'm not sure if these are really fun. If they are or not, I'm not sure. Quite frankly, I do not care. Well, I care, but these are basically just... These are basically to help me just get out of my comfort zone and to speak to a camera and see if I can be natural at it, I guess. Like, imagine like me speaking like in front of maybe like 100, 200 people. I don't think I could do it. I don't think they'd be patient enough to actually let me get the words out. So, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know why I'm acting like this is the first time I'm doing this. It's not. It is the 16th time I'm doing this. So, yeah, there's that. This is the 16th episode, and there will be more to come. And guys, I want to do this, but really, I don't know what to talk about. You see, because I have so much information in here that I want to get out, but I'm just not sure how. And writing would really, really help here with that, you know. Nothing. Like I said, guys, these are not planned. These are just my raw, unfiltered thoughts. I should really just start writing again because, guys, I do have like stories done. Well, I've got the White Knight done. As I said, I've got 2 one-shots planned for next year. And yeah, that'll be fun. I've got 2 one-shots planned for next year. And if y'all don't know who the one-shot is, it's basically, y'all know the Berserk volume I've showed it from time to time. Imagine that, except it's a single story. It's just one book and a complete story. Like, imagine a single book as a complete story. That's basically what it is. So, yeah, I got that coming for next year. I got pretty much all the writing done as far as The White Knight. And I'll start the writing for Ogre's 8. I'll start the writing for that probably tonight or tomorrow. We will see. I hate the speech impediment. We will see how things go. But at least for The White Knight, I'm pretty sure I have all the writing done. Now all I need is a artist and an editor, of which I will get in time. But yeah, the main reason I do these is to, 1, promote the work, and 2, just get better at speaking. Because I've had the speech impediment for so long, guys, that I'm really not sure. Plus, like I said, I've had so much information in here in general, just about just about the stuff I'm interested in, like anime, manga, comic books, old stories, ancient stories, even history, mythology, psychology, philosophy, theology, and all that. I like to know things, guys. I'm a deep thinker. I love knowledge. And really, like, I mean, if you want good knowledge, then just read books. Read books and and learn to write. Because as I've wow, I just noticed this, guys. You, yuck. I just noticed this, guys. Y'all can actually see my scar. Let me see if I can point it out. It's right here. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Yeah, but I just noticed that. That's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, but I've read a lot of books, guys, and I love reading and writing. Hey, the first book I ever willingly read, like that wasn't like, f- hey, that wasn't like forced upon me. Um, like okay, my favorite. Okay, like hey, the first book, guys. What am I trying to say here? The first book I read, like, okay, God, I hate this speech impediment because I can't get the words out. I hate my stuttering. It's okay though. It's okay. Here, we're gonna get through this. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but okay, the first book I read willingly outside of school and all that was Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games. That trilogy, I did a stream, I think 2 days ago, just talking about the Hunger Games and all that. And that story, man, it made me feel all the emotions, dude. Because The Hunger Games is a phenomenal story. I went on to read harder books and better books, and by harder books, I mean more thought-provoking books. Like the second book I read. Okay, I must be a madman to go from reading the Hunger Games trilogy to immediately reading 1984 by George Orwell. Because, like, okay, the, the Hunger Games is a good book and a good story. 1984, well, it was a good book, but it was an eye-opener. There's some stuff that Orwell talks about. He talks about a totalitarian world and a world ruled by a corrupt government and all that. And and the way he does it is so good. Like I love the story of Winston and Julia. Yes, yes, C.S. Lewis, my man. C.S. Lewis, Narnia. Phenomenal books. Truly, truly phenomenal books. I I love his Narnia series. It's so good. I love his Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. I love his Silmarillion. All great books. Now, more precisely with Tolkien and Lewis, they were best friends. I believe Tolkien, he was even raised Catholic. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, now I believe Tolkien was raised Catholic, if I'm not mistaken, and he convinced Lewis of Christianity, but he did it in such a brilliant way. Like, Tolkien loved all these fairy tales, all these fairy stories. He you know, like, like he loved the Norse tales and the Scottish tales, of which I love as well. I mean, like Beowulf. Give me. Okay, okay, everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah, yeah, those were good. Th- Those were good. But yeah, his Lord of the Rings and all of Tolkien's work is very, very good. It's very, very enriching. He, you know, it's very, very just detailed. Now, Lewis was atheist, and Tolkien it convinced him of Christianity, hey, because Lewis loved these ancient stories. And Tolkien said something akin to, you don't realize you don't realize what you have there. Hey, the Gospels, hey, the story of Jesus is like it's like a it's like a it's like a fairy tale. All right, bro. See ya. But yeah, hey, but the story of Jesus is like a fairy tale. It's and I believe Tolkien he described it as the one true myth, of which I I think there are videos actually on YouTube that explain this a whole lot better than I ever could. So just go watch them. There's a particular video. Crap, I don't have the lighting right. Just give me a second. There we go. Lighting is a lot better, but hang on. I'm gonna try to look up the video right quick and see if I can find it. And just see if I can find the video just right quick. So let me just do this right quick. C.S. Lewis. And sorry guys, just give me a second. There we go. There we go. I found the video. I found the video, guys. So just look up C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien on the power of fiction. So the video is called C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien on the power of fiction. Just look that up. In fact, I think all you gotta do is look up C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien, and it'll pop right up. I think. I'm not for sure on that though. But yeah, I mean it's super super engaging because like I legitimately love those stories. And yeah, I mean the world of Tolkien and the world that C.S. Lewis made, hey with the Narnia, hey with the Lion, hey the Witch from the Wardrobe, it's just man, that was good writing, truly. That was great writing. Now that's what I hope it'll do here with my stories. Granted, my stories are gonna be comic books and manga. It's gonna be art and words, but yeah. It's gonna be pictures and words, but I think I'll get the point. Anyways, let me try to gather my thoughts again because I think I've strayed off topic. I mean, I think I covered all of that though. So, like, what do y'all want to talk about? I mean, like, I've got so much in here, guys. I've got so much in here. You know, like I've got so much information in here that I want to get out to you guys, but I'm just not sure how to. Like I said, hey, the more I do these, hey, the better I'll get at them. The more I do these, hey, the better I'll get at them, and hopefully, hey, the less I'll trip over my words, and I'll actually plan these out a bit more. But yeah, these stories that the stories I'm working on currently, especially with with these samurai, especially with these samurai and gunslinger. I mean, it's very, very important to me that I take my time here with this story in particular. Hey, with these samurai and gunslinger, or gunblade, as the series is called. And it's very, very important to me that I take my time with the Dragon King trilogy, of which that is also coming very, very, very soon. The Dragon King it'll come. The Dragon King, that'll come. And then Gunblade, that will also come. Hey, but the two I'm releasing next year are the White Knight and Ogre's 8. So, yeah, I mean, there's that. Now with the White Knight, um, hey, with Kyle's character, I'm kind of, I want to, like, merge the seriousness of Batman with the, like, quippiness of Spider-Man, if that makes sense. Now, me being a comic book geek, or not geek, but reader, and someone who's actually read a crap ton of comic books, I could probably pull that off. I'm not for sure if I could pull that off, but I'll try my best, guys. I'll try my best. Also, there's just, like, so many, like, shows I've seen and all that. Like I said, guys, there's no real point into these. These are just chaotic, and they should be fun. At least for someone out there, I hope. I hope that these are fun for at least someone. I don't know. I mean, I'm still very, very nervous. I'm still, like, very, very, like stuttery and all that. I trip over my words. But it's okay. It's okay. We will get through it. So, yeah. I mean, now, I'm a little, I got a, like, little cut there, I think. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Pay no mind. But, yeah. Yeah, guys. I mean, there's just, you see, the problem is, I'm not sure how to stay on track with one particular topic. Hey, because because I'll be talking to y'all about one thing, and then my mind will immediately jump to, oh wait, I gotta mention this, and then that, and oh no, I forgot about this one thing. It's just, it's not that hard to keep up with, honestly. It's just kind of frustrating in a way. Like, I can't basically what I'm trying to say here is I can never stay on topic. I can never stay just on one topic alone. But also, also, guys, like just now, like right this second, I was gonna say one thing, but now I'm going to say this. More songs of Avaloria are coming, of which, for those of you that do not know, Avaloria is a part of the Dragon King, of which that is my trilogy of books that will basically launch the world and mythology of Avaloria and all that. So that's good. That's good. So yeah, I've got all these stories planned, and I've got to get the White Knight edited and all that. Plus, I I think I have to find a editor and artist, probably not ASAP, but soon. But yeah, also I still have to get, I know I mentioned this, I don't mention it every stream, but I do mention it quite a bit with this stuff here with this company. Saturday AM, I'll get the first four volumes of Apple Black, and I will I'll read them and review them here for you guys, and that'll be fun. But yeah, I just got like so much on my mind, and I want to tell y'all all of it, but I have to pick and choose what to say. And for me, that's a bit of a problem here because I want to tell y'all everything. Like, I'll tell y'all this. I'll just straight out say this. My 3 favorite cartoons growing up as a kid were Avatar: The Last Airbender, SpongeBob, and the original Teen Titans. Now, SpongeBob was hilarious, especially in the first 3 seasons. Even season 4 wasn't really that bad. But yeah, but to me, the first 3 seasons plus season 4 of SpongeBob were fantastic. Now, Avatar, it was great all the way through. Same here with Teen Titans, except originally I didn't like the ending of that. However, a few years ago, Kari Payton did a interview, and he explained why. He explained why that was the last episode of Teen Titans. What is a teenager's last lesson? What is a teenager's last lesson? Things change. And things do change. That things change and not everything, and everything might not work out the way you want it to. Of which I really thought about that as I got older, and it really made sense to me, guys. It really made sense to me. So now I appreciate Things Change, the final episode of Teen Titans. However, originally back in 2017, that did not stop me from writing a fan fiction, season 6, 7, and 8 of Teen Titans. I wrote a horrible fan fiction of of the show. I basically continued it with a season 6, 7, and 8. My room is a mess, so no, y'all cannot see see it, even even if I did, even if I knew where that notebook was, I probably still wouldn't let y'all see it because it's embarrassing. And yeah, I find this all very, very interesting because the love of writing and the love of reading has helped me to become a better like thinker and just a I would say not a better it it's helped me think clearer and helped me like speak more and better and all that because like I'm not I'm not sure if it was this way as a kid, but in school like I want to say I was outgoing, but I probably wasn't. I probably wasn't the kid he'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" I think I was more the shy kid, really. I'm not I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I mean like just I don't I don't know because I don't I don't know. I mean, I find I find the study of psychology fascinating because I find people fascinating. I find talking to people fun and engaging and interesting. Because it's a simple fact that I've come to realize is just over the past couple of years, humans need humans. If we're isolated, we go insane. So, so like, yeah, and I'm clearly extroverted. Like, I think there are five, like, what's the, what's the, what's the right terminology for this? Like, not stages, not groups, traits. There we go, traits. There are five main personality traits. I'm gonna try and list them off if I can actually remember them. Now, psychologists use these to basically define our personalities or our personality. So, we have openness, conscientiousness, extra, extroversion, narcissism, and there's one more I'm forgetting. There's one more I'm forgetting. Wait. Okay, I just, I just remembered it. So, openness, conscientiousness, narcissism, extroversion, and agreeableness. So, I think those are the five. In fact, I will check after the stream ends. Once we hit the hour mark, I will check. And in the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, I will I will tell y'all. So I'm very, very extroverted and I'm very, very open. Now, openness is also another way. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong on this, I think openness is another way of saying creativity, but I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I know nothing about this, guys. I'm not the man to be talking about this. I'm just here to talk about this stuff that interests me. And maybe it'll connect here with a lot of people. I don't know. That's not the main goal here. That was never the main goal. Hey, the main goal here for me was always two things. Well, it was always one thing. Well, it's two, but it was originally one up until 2019. So, number one, the first thing was these streams were a way for me to, like, get more confident and speak in front of a camera. Because I'm not gonna lie, looking back at that first ever stream I did, the insert real name here live stream, I look back at that with cringe and disdain and disappointment. Because that was actually my first time on camera. And I really didn't know what to talk about. Like I think we showed some footage of Dragon Ball FighterZ when that initially came out. I think we showed a few songs of which I talked about. I talked about a lot of stuff in that hour-long live stream. Because that was an hour and 18 minutes, guys. That was an hour and 18 minutes just trying to talk and trying to, like, I guess just get people interested. I don't know. But that's what these were supposed to be. And once 2019 hit and I created 5 years, of which was a story once I did the Teen Titans fan fiction, I wrote. Once I wrote the Teen Titans fanfic, I thought, could I actually do this? Could I actually create my own stories? And I did. And they were all garbage. I hated, now I hate those stories. Looking back at them, because, guys, this thing I'm trying to do, writing, is very, very hard. Like, I don't envy Stephen King or George R.R. Martin at all. I truly don't. Because those guys, especially Stephen King, I mean, he writes 6 pages a day, King does. Stephen King writes 6 pages a day, and he tries to get them very clean. He tries to edit them and all that. And it's fascinating to me that he can do this. And he got rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. And he had a nail on the wall. He nailed a nail to the wall. He hammered in a nail to the wall, and each time he would get a rejection sheet, he would hang it on that nail, and eventually the nail fell off the wall. And his advice to up-and-coming or newbie writers was, get a bigger nail. Write every day. Just start. There is no right or wrong answer to do this. Just start writing. And I found that very, very encouraging, because I have low self-esteem. I hate everything I write, even the stuff I'm writing now. Hey with the White Knight. I don't like it. Although I do think, for my first story, it's going to be decent. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bestseller. I'm not saying it's gonna make tens and thousands of millions. I'm not expecting that at all. I'm expecting to publish this comic book, to publish this manga, and for no one to pick it up. That's what I'm expecting. Your first story, your first book is going to be garbage. Just like well, yeah, just like Mr. Beast said a while ago, hey, with your first few videos, if you're starting YouTube, your first few videos are going to be garbage. You're not going to get any views. And he's right about that. That was also encouraging when I first watched that. But yeah, I mean, like, just going through this journey, just going through reading and writing and all that, it's fun, yeah, but it has its low points. Like, I remember it was probably a month ago at this point. It was a Thursday, and I was just trying to write, and I couldn't think of anything, and I got sad. I got depressed. But eventually, I got out of it by listening to J.R.R. Tolkien's poems. And because if you go to YouTube, there are poems. There are songs of his poems. Like, okay, forgive me here for my crappy voice, but the roads go ever on and on, out from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can. Stuff like that. Of which those poems are very, very good, and I genuinely like them. Like, I love Tolkien's work. I mean, J.R.R. Tolkien was a pure master when it came to writing and detail. He made the world of Middle Earth for his languages. He created his own languages, guys. That's insane. He created Elvish. There's only two I can think of off the top of my head. Elvish and Quenya. Of which, these languages are so complex, and I have no idea how to speak them. But it's all good. Because what these are is just me blabbing onto a camera. This is just me blabbing in front of a camera for an hour straight, or possibly a bit longer, depending on how I'm feeling. And yeah, I mean, like, if no one watches this, oh well. If it blows up, okay, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, I love reading, I love writing. Also, I'm gonna be creating a second channel here soon. And for my projects, and for my work, and for my manga, and for my comic books. Also, guys, I've gotten a lot of inspiration from two YouTubers named Young Wavy, who is an artist who's actually made it in Japan, of which that's good. I mean, that's good for you. That's good. Oh crap, the controller. I cannot let that fall. That's very, very good. I'm super, super happy and super, super thrilled for hey, for Wavy and all that. Young Wavy did it. He did it. He made it to Japan, and he's getting published in a magazine. I'm not sure if it's Shonen Jump or not, but it's a magazine in Japan. Meanwhile, you've got Coffee Comics, who is another huge inspiration and all that. Like, he's partnered with these guys, and it's a smaller underground type company called On Solo Go, of which they produce manga as well. If y'all want to know more about that, go check his channel out. Go check out Coffee Comics. I highly recommend it. He's opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, and I hope he'll do the same for y'all too. But yeah, Coffee and Wavy are both excellent artists, and they're both excellent storytellers. Now, I haven't read Wavy's work. I haven't read any of Wavy's work, but I have read Bloody Hell, of which Bloody Hell is Coffee's main series. I think he's got 2 volumes out this far and all that. So yeah, that's cool. Go check them out, please go check them out. They've been super inspirational and just super uplifting and all that. So yeah, guys, it's also funny because, like, I never thought I would be doing this, streaming on YouTube in front of a camera, or thought I'd be writing or anything like that. I honestly don't know what I was expecting my life to turn out to be. I'm just glad it turned out the way it did. But yeah, I mean, also I mentioned this in a previous stream as well. Dang it, why am I repeating myself so much? I do not know, I'm sorry. Also, I did see Deadpool and Wolverine a while back. It was a good film, super funny. As someone who's read the comic books, I got a lot of stuff. I understood a lot of things and all that. So that's good. And yeah, I mean, it's funny. It is truly funny. I mean, some of the jokes are just chef's kiss perfect. But yeah, it's a good film. Also, guys, I've learned more and more about the independent scene as far as comic books and manga go. Yeah, so apparently there was this, well, I'm not sure if it's old or not. It might be, actually. It might be. So there's this old comic book called The Crow. Now, The Crow, hey, from what I understand, is a old comic book. It's in black and white. It's extremely violent, and I don't want to say gory, but I don't want to say graphic either. I don't necessarily have the words to describe this comic book, but I want to read it. I want to check it out. As far as the, like, independent scene goes, and I think the author, the one who wrote it, also had a very tragic life as well. Now, I know very little about this comic book or the creator behind it. all I know is that it's a very old comic book in black and white, and it's apparently violent and graphic. That's all I know. Now, yeah, guys, I'm I'm perplexed by it. I truly am. I truly am perplexed by this comic book. I haven't read it, mind you. I have not read it at all. But it is very, very interesting to say the least, you know. It is very, very interesting. Um, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I was gonna say it reminds me of the. I was gonna say it reminds me of the original TMNT Mirage comic run, but that's not it at all. That's not it at all. What, what, what am I thinking? Hey, comparing His Crow to the original TMNT comics. I'm an idiot for that, and I'm sorry. That's a stupid comparison, and I should have never have made it. But I don't know. Either way, His Crow is very, very interesting. It's a very, very interesting comic book to me, and I want to read it. I want to read it. Like there's so many independent comic books out there. I want to get my hands on and read. Like like the original Walking Dead comics by Robert Kirkman. By Robert Kirkman. I want to get a hold of those and read them because I think those comics are probably some of the best comic books I've ever read outside of like mainstream DC and Marvel. Like I've said this I've said this here before, guys. I've said this here before. If Marvel and DC just re-released a lot of their classic comic books, but in the manga format, I guarantee it would sell like gangbusters. Like the White Knight comic I have over there to my left. I guarantee if DC released it in the standard Japanese manga format, except left to right, I guarantee you it would sell well, like like it would sell like gangbusters. Because who wouldn't buy those comic books again? I would. And I find it fascinating, I really do. Because as someone because I like to keep up here with the stuff, you know. I like to keep up here with the independent scene. And I like to see what's going on, and I study and I do my research and all that. Like with Saturday AM, I've done not a lot of research, I'll admit. I've done a bit. And they seem cool, but I mean, I'm not sure about them. I'd have to actually get the books and read them and all that. But yeah, I mean, just I love the comic industry in general. And it is so sad. It is so sad because in spring 2019, I noticed with Marvel's New Warriors that they were going to release back in March of that year. I didn't notice the decline of comic books until then. And once I saw that, I was like, okay, something is clearly wrong here. something is clearly amiss here because they used to sell. Marvel and DC used to sell. To me, the golden age of comic books, 60s, 70s, 80s. Now, I believe there was a bit of problems in the 90s and the early 2000s, but I think they quickly bounced back. I'm not for sure on that though. I think they quickly bounced back. I know I know Tom McFarlane and a lot of his buddies left Marvel to go found he to go he to go he to go create Image Comics, of which they did, and that did extremely well. Now, I'm not I think they're doing okay. Today I'd have to do some digging because it has been a while since I've checked on the numbers for Image and all that. So yeah, I'd have to check on that. I'd have to I'd have to check the numbers for Image Comics, but I think they're doing okay. I think. Either way, I know Spine did phenomenal in the early 2000 or the 90s and early 2000s. I know the Ripperverse nowadays. I know that the Ripperverse, of which I believe it was created in 2022 with Eric July, I believe that's doing great. I believe that's doing well. I mean, I've checked on the numbers and it seems fine. Like, ISOM is doing good. I think the magazines are doing good. Well, I don't think, I know. I know Yaira, of which is his second book, is doing like wonderful. It's selling like thousands upon thousands upon thousands, probably even millions at this point. But yeah, I still gotta get those and check those out if you guys as well. I mean, overall, there's just a lot of material I need to get and I need to cover for you guys, as well as keeping up here with my own works and continue to write those and eventually get artists and editors and all that, and eventually show y'all the fruits of my labor and eventually show y'all my work. I guarantee you this, guys. I guarantee you this. Okay, so the story I've been working on it for the longest time, the story I've put the most time and effort into, is the samurai and gunslinger, is Gunblade, is a Dave and Mario story. Now, Dave is the samurai, Mario is the gunslinger. So those are the main characters' names. And I won't give anything like away here. But I will say this. David comes from a long line of samurai warriors. And there's a lot of history here behind that family. Okay, fine. I will tell y'all this. So, I will tell y'all this. David comes from a long line of samurai warriors. His entire bloodline is filled with samurai. Now, I will tell y'all this. There is a blade in this family. The Blade of Death, Anishin Onimachi, of which David's last name is Black. The reason his last name is Black is because the original demon, Anishin Onimachi, all you would see is shadow. All you would see is a God, I hate the speech impediment. All you would see from this demon, from Anishin Onimachi, is a silhouette. You would never see his actual form. You would never see his actual form. All you would see is a shadowy silhouette. That is why his last name is Black. The Black bloodline is a legendary family of samurai warriors from Japan, obviously. But no. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I don't want to spoil too much. I do not want to spoil too much. I do not want to give everything away. All I will say is this. David comes from a long line of samurai warriors, and Marie, or Maria, the gunslinger, is a human-demon hybrid. Half human, half demon. Now, I will also tell you this. She was raised a devout Catholic. Himari was. He was raised a devout Catholic, a lot like Hellboy was, and I took that from Hellboy. But I have my own world here. I have my own characters, and I have my own reasons for certain things happening in the story and certain characters doing certain things. So, Himari is a human-demon hybrid that it was raised a devout Catholic. Now, Himari is a part of a ancient sisterhood. Is a part of a ancient order of nuns. Because she was raised in the Catholic Church. So she was raised around priests and nuns and all that. And she's a part of a secret sisterhood. She's a part of a secret sisterhood of nuns that specialize in firearms. That specialize in guns. You know, pistols, machine guns, all that. Like, I have this ancient order of nuns that specialize in firearms to kill demons. Because in my world, in Gunblade, in the Samurai and Gunslinger, demons possess humans in two ways. They either normally possess them, or two, they possess dead bodies. Or they basically reanimate corpses. Basically zombies, you know. So, that's the way the world works. And if y'all want to know more about this world, if y'all want to know more about this Samurai and Gunslinger, just give me time. Just give me time, and I promise y'all, in time, I will drop more and more details about the Samurai and Gunslinger. Now, if we may deviate from that path, please, because we're almost an hour into it, and I would like to tell y'all a bit about the Dragon King and the world of Avaloria. Now, remember guys, the Dragon King trilogy is the cat's meowing. I don't know why. But the Dragon King trilogy is the... how do I say this? The Dragon King trilogy is the opening letter, I'd say, is the introduction to this world, to the world of Avaloria, to my mythology. Now, there are 6 songs of Avaloria out currently up on the channel. And in each song I give a little bit of a description. I give a little bit of a description of what the song is about. Of what the song is about and the broader world of my mythos, of my fairy tales, of my mythology, of the Dragon King. There will be more songs of Avaloria coming. There will be more songs of Avaloria coming. Y'all will get song 7 in probably a day or 2. I'm still working on them. They're coming, it's just taking time. But yeah, guys, that was a lot of information, and I'm sorry if it's been choppy, if it's been like skipping, or if it's been stuttery. But it hasn't been skipping, guys. I can tell you that much. It hasn't been skipping. I just have a really bad speech impediment, and it gets the better of me sometimes, just like it did just there. But yeah. Anyways, so I think that'll do it, guys. Or I could keep going because I could talk forever. I could talk forever about the Dragon King and my stories, and more precisely about the samurai and gunslinger. But here's the thing, I don't want to spoil too much here, but at the same time, I want to tell y'all everything. But I can't, and I don't want to. I want y'all to read the books when they eventually come out. Because here's the schedule, guys. Here's the schedule for next year. I'd say here's the schedule for next year. Hey, the White Knight is coming May 18th of next year. Ogre's 8 is dropping probably sometime in October of next year. And then I'll probably drop the first volume of the first book or the first volume of the Dragon King trilogy probably at the start of 2026. And then I will drop the first volume of Gunblade in fall of 2026. Now I do not know if... Now, I know 2 of those are basically coming out when I said they're coming out. The only 2 stories that I know are coming out that I mentioned are The White Knight, May 18th of 2025, and Gunblade, fall of 2026. Now, fall of 2026 is a broad term. So either September, October, or November of 2026, Gunblade will be out. Hey, the Samurai and Gunslinger, hey, the first book will be out fall of 2026. September, October, or November. But the Dragon King, I'm not so sure about. It'll come, guys. It'll come. Hey, the Dragon King, it'll come. Hey, the first book will come. Aiden and Trailer's story will come. Of which, if y'all do not know that, well, here we should know, if y'all have listened to the third song of Avaloria titled Drela, of which Drela is the last dragon in all of Avaloria. And if y'all listen to the latest song of Avaloria titled Eldoria, then y'all would know that Eldoria is the home of the elves and the dragons. So, that's basically it, guys. There's no more dragons in Avaloria. Drela is the last dragon. And Aiden is the Dragon King's son. He is the prince, in a way. And he falls in love with Drela, and their story unfolds, and it's good. So yeah, that's the Dragon King for you. But I would admit it's not very... I didn't give y'all a decent summary. I will grant y'all that. But yeah, the Dragon King will probably come 2028, 2029. The White Knight dropping May 18th of next year. Ogre's 8, that'll come probably October of next year, of which is the other one shot or the other comic I'm doing currently. And then fall of 2026, either September, October, or November of 2026, hey, the first volume of Gunblade will come out. Either September, October, or November, the first volume of Gunblade will come out. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. If y'all did, hit the thumbs up button. Just do these things for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. So that way you will never miss a video. And hey, with that, and I'm outie. With that, I'm outie. I love you guys, and I thank you guys. Well, darn it. I told you these streams were chaotic. I told you they were random, and I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. I'm sorry again. Just keep an eye out for everything I said previously, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. So that way you will never miss another video. And yeah, and with that, I'm out. I love you guys, and thank you guys.